Hey everyone, it's Riggs, and I'm a total sucker for Green Lantern news. So we got some new reporting from comments that James Gunn has made about the Green Lantern show on HBO Max. Let's see what it says. This is from some website, comingsoon.net, and we'll post a link in the description as always. James Gunn debunks Green Lantern DCU rumors by Spencer Legacy. James Gunn has debunked another DC rumor over Twitter. This time, it pertains to the HBO Max Green Lantern show that has been in development for quite some time. Replying to a comic book resources tweet that states that HBO Max's Green Lantern has reportedly been scrapped in favor of other plans, Gunn simply said, fake. I think HBO Max is actually getting canceled, right? All the DC stuff that's headed there seems to be in trouble, if not already canceled. But HBO Max also is in trouble. They are getting merged into Discovery Plus. There's going to be some kind of new streaming service debuting here in short order. So you can check out Gunn's tweets below. A new report suggests the Green Lantern series plan for HBO Max has been scrapped. However, it has also been suggested DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn has other plans for the Green Lantern, including a film appearance. Big. Okay, so there we go. The series has seen some big changes recently, as it was originally set to focus on Alan Scott and Guy Gardner, the first Green Lantern and the famously cocky core member, respectively. That's kind of a weird pairing, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been... Green Lantern was my father's favorite. Green Lantern was my favorite. I grew up in the late 80s, 90s, reading a lot of Green Lantern, pretty much until they made Hal Jordan go crazy, become Parallax, wipe out the Green Lantern Corps, and then die. So I didn't really follow it too much after that up until recently, as I got back into comics again as part of my midlife crisis. But Guy Gardner, he was my dude. I know a lot of people didn't like him. I enjoyed watching him lose his ring and get the yellow ring, and his quest to find Sinestro's ring and then become warrior and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like my jam from back in the 90s. So I'd love to see something with Guy Gardner. Alan Scott, my knowledge of him was from Justice Society. They relaunched Justice Society back in the early 90s, and he was obviously a part of that. I know now he's been retconned as being a gay character, so there's been some controversy around that. I don't really know what he's been up to for the last 20 years, but it seems like a weird pairing to me. It is currently set to follow John Stewart, one of the most recognizable Green Lanterns, in part due to his role in the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited animated series of the early to mid 2000s. So it's just good. I like John Stewart. I noticed he's got some action figures out now being produced by McFarlane. He's not my first choice as Green Lantern. I'm a Hal Jordan guy and then a Guy Gardner guy. I love Kilowog, and I remember reading Green Lantern Mosaic comics when that series first debuted. So I've been traumatized by Chip getting run over by a bus, or not a bus, a truck or something in that series. Little else is known about the new storyline or whether Scott and Gardner will still appear. Well, if it's Green Lantern's show, then I suspect we may see them. Green Lantern's first live-action adaptation, 2011 film, which starred Ryan Reynolds as the titular hero. The film was poorly received by critics and fans alike and was a box office failure, bringing in $220 million worldwide on a $200 million budget. My take on that movie is that there's a good movie in there somewhere. I think that they tried to do too much. They showed the origin of Hal Jordan's Green Lantern. They showed him teaming up with Sinestro and some of the other Green Lanterns, and Sinestro training him. They showed Hector Hammond in his origin. And I think if they had stopped there and had a fight with Hector Hammond being kind of the climax, and then showed the part at the post-credit scene where Sinestro has the yellow ring, continued development to Sinestro becoming the bad guy. And then, there could have been a few movies there in short order, in sequence, that were maybe not as big with the action pieces, but but more story driven, and they could have had easily a trilogy out of that. And I think it would have been a lot better than having Parallax come in and making that the main plot driver for the film's climax. What bothered me about this was, and you have this world killer coming down in Parallax. Where was Superman? It would have been like an event that would have brought in other heroes, even if the Justice League hadn't been formed yet. You would have thought that something like that would have been on other heroes' radar, and it wouldn't have just been the Green Lantern trying to stop it. So that, I think, didn't really fit with kind of what they were doing at the time, in my mind. But I still think there was a good movie in there somewhere. I didn't hate Ryan Reynolds as much in that role as other people did, but obviously it didn't work out. They didn't really make any money. It's much maligned, and we'll never see it again. Anyway, let me know what you think about the Green Lantern show. Should it be Guy Gardner? Should it be Hal Jordan? Should it be Alan Scott? Should it be John Stewart? Should it be any other number of Green Lanterns? Let me know what you think about HBO Max and its imminent demise, and what else is going to be canceled here soon. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button and share it around with your friends. It'll help our channel grow. We'll see you next time.